Section 3.4 is continuing discussing the quadratic equations. Remember, if we have any quadratic equation, the solution or the roots of the quadratic equation is obtained by this formula: minus b plus minus radical b square minus 4ac over 2a. And in section 3.3 we said that if this is negative, then you have an imaginary or a complex root. So in this section he's discussing the solution set of the quadratic equation. So for example, if you have b square minus 4ac, which is this, greater than 0, then you have a real roots. Okay, they call it the distinct roots or real roots. So here, for example, if a is greater than 0, this is the shape of your curve. It will intersect the x-axis in p and q, which are the roots. And if a is less than 0, this will be your curve, and it will also intersect in p and q. So for the cases a is greater than 0 and this is greater than 0, where your roots are real numbers, so the quadratic equation is greater than 0 for all the values of x less than p and all the values of x greater than q. And the range or the solution is less than 0 for all the values between p and q. And if a is less than 0, then the solution, the range is positive for the values of x between p and q, and it is negative for the values of p of x less than p and x greater than q. So example 1 is an example of this case where b square minus 4ac is a positive number, and you have two roots, which is 7 and minus 6. So this point is minus 6 and this point is 7. He wants the solution for x squared minus x greater than or equal to 42. You'll take the 42 to the other side. So he wants the solution for x squared minus x minus 42 greater than or equal to 0. So he wants the solution for the value, the range which is greater than or equal to 0. So it will be all the values of x less than minus 6 and all the values of x greater than 7. Less than equal and greater than or equal, because here there is equal. And example 2 is an example for this case where you have a is negative and under the radical it is positive, so you have this kind of curve. He wants the range for which is greater than or equal to 0, so it will be the values of x between p and q. Here the roots are 1 over 5 and minus 1, so the range, it is positive, greater than or equal to 0 for all the values greater than minus 1 and less than or equal, so greater than or equal minus 1 and less than or equal 1 over 5. So this is an example of this. For the case that b squared is minus 4ac is less than 0, where you have complex roots and we are using the I imaginary, so if a is greater than 0, your curve will be like that. So your quadratic equation is greater than 0 for all the values of x. It doesn't equal to 0, because if it is equal to 0, then you have a root, a real root. And if a is less than 0, your quadratic equation will look something like that, and the quadratic equation is less than 0, and the range is less than 0 for all values of x. And this example is for this one, where a is positive and b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So this quadratic equation is greater than 0 for all real numbers of x. So here he was asking for the solution of this less than or equal to 0. There is no solution. The solution set is empty. For learning point 3, if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, so it is intersecting the x-axis in one point only. So if a is greater than 0, you have a curve like this, and if a is less than 0, you have a curve that look like this. So the range is greater than or equal to 0 for all the values of x. And here in this case, the range is less than or equal to 0 for also all the values of x. If he tell you, for example, this example 5, he give you a quadratic equation and he wants the solution for the quadratic equation greater than 0. Here a is positive, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So it is this example. So it is equal to, it's greater than 0 for all values of x except the solution, except the root. Because at the root it is equal to 0, and here there is no equal. So the quadratic equation is greater than 0 for all the values of x except the root. So here the root, you know that the root is minus b plus minus radical b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Since this is 0, so your root is minus b over 2a. So it is equal to minus 4. So this quadratic equation is greater than 0 for all the values of x except minus 4. Because at minus 4 it is equal to 0. This example, he's asking to study the sign for this and deduce the solution for the equation less than or equal to minus 36. You'll take this inside, so you're searching for the solution of 25x squared minus 60x plus 36 less than or equal to 0. So my equation, since a is positive and this radical b squared minus 4ac is 0, so your equation may be something like this. So this is greater than, this one is greater than or equal to 0 for all the values of x. He wants less than or equal. So less than 0 it will never happen, so only you have equal to 0. So this equation is equal to 0 only at the root. So the set of solution is only the root, which is 6 over 5. And in this example, the quadratic equation, the a is positive, b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, and he wants the set of solution for the quadratic equation greater than or equal to 0. This is the set of x for all real numbers, because the equation is greater than or equal to 0 for all x, the set of real numbers. Learning point 4, which is the last one, here he is solving two quadratic equations at the same time. So solve the system of equation this and this. So you'll get the solution of this, then you'll get the solution of this, and the intersection is the solution of this system. So here the first one, he wants x squared minus 5x plus 4 less than 0. B squared minus 4ac is greater than 1. You have two roots, you have root 4 and 1. And he wants, so your roots is like this. Your equation is like this. You have a root here 4 and sorry, this is 1 and this is 4. The values that is less than 0, it is between 1 and 4. There is no equal here, so you will not make an equal. So it is x, the values is x between 1 and 4, and there is no equal. The second one, the a is positive, and b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So that means this one is greater than 0 for all values of x, but it's not equal to 0. It does not intersect 0. So the solution for this is x all real numbers, and the solution for this is x between 1 and 4. So the solution of the system is the intersection between two, which is this, between 1 and 4. Example 9, this is also an example of solving a system of two quadratic equation. Here, when you simplify, you have a quadratic equation in the numerator and you have a linear equation in the denominator. So for this to be less than 0, here he took the 1 inside, okay, and then he simplified. So for this to be less than 0, either the numerator is positive and the denominator is negative, or this is negative and this is positive. So he took both cases. The first one he took here is that this is positive and this is negative. This is negative 2x is less than 0 for all the values of x less than 0, which is this line from 0 to going to the negative. And for this to be greater than 0, it's either x greater than 4, so you're starting from 4 going to the right. It's not equal to 4, so this is open, not closed. or x is less than minus 1. So from minus 1 and you're going to the left. The intersection of the red, which is this greater than 0, and the black, which is this less than 0, is only here, from here. So it is the values of x less than minus 1, from here going to the negative. The other option is that the numerator negative and this is positive. 2x greater than 0, it starts from 0 and going to the positive. 0 itself is not with me, so this is an open circle. And for the numerator to be less than 0, it is between the minus 1 and the 4, because your solution is minus 1 and 4. And for the positive quadratic equation to be for the negative values, it is the intersection. It's the like from minus 1 to 4. So it's from minus 1 to 4. So the intersection between these two, it is from 0 to 4. So it is x values from 0 to 4. It will solve these two quadratic equation, this system. So course practice question 1. Which of the following is true for this quadratic equation 3x squared minus 4x plus 2 greater than 0? First I will get b squared minus 4ac. b squared is 4 squared minus 4, a is 3, c is 2. So this is equal to minus 8. Minus 8, that means this is a complex. So your curve is something like this. So this is greater than 0 for all the values of x. So all real values of x. Question 2. Which of the following is true? X squared minus 6x plus 9 greater than or equal to 0. Again, b squared is 36 minus 4 times a is 1, c is 9. So this is equal to 0. So your curve is touching the x-axis at one point. So the range is greater than or equal to 0, again for all the values of x. طبعا here greater than equal is with me, so it's for all the values of x. طبعا all real values of x. Question 3. X squared minus 7x minus 18 is less than 0. So b squared is 49 minus 4 times a is 1, c is minus 18. This is equal to positive 121. Radical answer is equal to 11. So I have minus b plus minus 11 over 2a over 2. So my first root is minus b. I'm following this because I already got what is under the radical. So minus b is 7. 7 plus 11 over 2 is 9. So I have 9. And the other one is 7 minus 11 over 2. The other root is minus 2. So my roots is 9 and minus 2. He wants a is positive, so your curve is like this. He wants the range which is less than 0. So it is between here and here. So it's between the two roots, which is minus 2 and 9. X is between them. طبعا I will make it like this. There is no equal because there is no equal. So he didn't ask when it is equal to 0. No, he only needs what is less than 0. So it is less than 0 for all the values of x greater than minus 2 and less than 9. If you want to cross-check your answer in the exam, take any value of x between minus 2 and 9. Take 0, for example. Put it here. This will be 0. This will be 0. Your answer is minus 18. Minus 18 is less than 0, so this is correct. Question 4. Which of the following statements about this quadratic equation is correct? Type. I will get the information first, then I will check which are correct. b squared minus 2 squared is 4 minus 4 times a is minus 1 times c is 15. So this is positive. Type. Let me get the roots. Radical this is 8. So your roots is minus b plus 8 over 2a and minus b minus 8 over 2a. For this case, minus b is, so minus b, this is 2. And 2a, 2 times minus 1, this is minus 2. Let me calculate. 2 plus 8 is 10 over minus 2 is minus 5. 2 minus 8 is minus 6 over 2 is over minus 2 is 3. So I have two roots, which is minus 5 and 3. This is how my curve looks like. This is minus 5. So this point is minus 5 and this point is 3. Let me now check the answers. X is equal to 3 is a root? Yes. This equation is less than 0. It is less than 0 for all the values of x less than minus 5 and greater than 3. Here he said between minus 5 and 3, so this is wrong. The equation is greater than 0. It's greater than 0 for all the values between minus 5 and 3. Here he said when x is greater than minus 5. This is wrong because he should also add less than 3. The equation is greater than 0 for all x between minus 5 and 3. This is correct. The equation is less than 0 for x less than 5. Yes. And x greater than 3. Correct. If you put here equal, you have to make sure that these two are equal. If there is no equal, then there is no equal. If you didn't put equal here and put it here, then this is wrong. So be careful for the equal. The equation is greater than 0 for the values of x less than minus 5 and greater than 3. طبعا no. Part B, the solution of this set. I'll take this to the other side. So x, it's minus x squared minus 2x plus 15 less than 0. So this is less than 0 for all the values of x less than minus 5, x less than minus 5, and x greater than 3. Question 5, again, which of the following statements about this equation is correct? Let me get b squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c 49 is equal to 0. So your curve is something like this, touching the x-axis at one point. Let me get the root. So the root is minus b over 2a, so minus 14 over 2 times 1. So your root is 7. This is 7. Let's see what he say. The equation is equal to 0 only for x is equal to 7. Yes. This is less than 0. It is never less than 0. For all real numbers of x, no. It is not less than 0. It is greater than 0 only. It is less than 0 for all real numbers excluding 7. Again, this is wrong because it is always greater than 0. It is greater than 0 for all the x of real number, and it's equal to 0 at x is equal to 7. This one is greater than or equal to 0 for all real numbers of x. Yes. Less than 0, it's not less than 0. Less than 0 again, no. Less than or equal to 0 only for x is equal to 7. It is equal to 0 for x is equal to 7, so this is correct. It is correct. Why? Because when this is equal to 0, this is equal to 7. طبعا the last part is not correct, but as long as one has happened, then this is correct. Question 6, which of the following statements about this equation is correct? And he told you that there is two correct answers. I'll get b squared minus 4ac, it is equal to minus 75. So, and a is positive, so it is something like this. So 25, the equation is equal to 0 has no real roots. Correct, because it is never touching the x-axis. This one is less than 0, no. Equal to 0, no. Less than 0, no. Less than 0, again, no. Greater than 0, yes, for all real numbers of x. Correct. Part B, the solution of this, see this 25x squared less than 5x minus 1. Take this to the other side. So 25x squared minus 5x plus 1 less than 0. It's not less than 0. So the solution is empty. Question 7, which of the following is true about this equation? So x squared minus 2x minus 24. I'll get b squared, which is 4, minus 4 times a is 1 times c is minus 24. You get 100. So let me get the roots. Radical 100 is equal to 10. So your solution is minus b. Minus b is 2 plus minus 10 over 2a. So over 2. So 2 plus 10 over 12 over 2 is 6, so you have 6 as one root. 2 minus 10 is minus 8 over 2, and minus 4 is another root. So here this is minus 4 and this is 6. So let me see the answers. X is equal to minus 4 is a root, yes. This one is less than 0 for all the x between minus 4 and 6. So for x is greater than minus 4 and less than 6, yes. This is greater than 0 for x greater than minus 4, no. It is greater than 0 for x less than minus 4 and x greater than 6. So this is wrong. Greater than 0 for all the x, again this is between minus 4 and 6, no. Less than 0 for x is less than 4, minus 4, no. It is greater than 0. This one is greater than 0 for all the x is less than minus 4, which is this, and x greater than 6, which is this. This is correct. Part B, the solution is here. The solution x squared minus 2x, I'll take this to the other side, minus 24 less than or equal to 0. Okay, less than or equal to 0, it is from x, from minus 4 until x, and here I have the equal. So x is greater than or equal to minus 4 and x less than or equal to 6. He took this part separately and this part separately. Question 8 is the same. B squared is 100 minus 4 times A is 100 times C is 1. So this is equal to minus 300, so like that. The equation is equal to 0 has no real roots, correct? The equation is less than 0, no. It's equal to 0 has 2 real roots, no. Less than 0, no. Less than 0, no. Greater than 0 for all real numbers, yes. Part B, 100x squared, I'll take this to the other side, minus 10x plus 1 greater than or equal to 0 for the set of all real numbers. Any number of value, this is greater than or equal to 0. It's not equal to 0, but it fulfilled the greater, so it is correct. The same question, so b squared, 20 squared, minus 4 times a is 25 times c is 4. This is equal to 0. So your equation is at one point. Let me get the root. The root will be minus b. So minus 20 over 2a, which is minus 2 over 5 or minus 0.4. So this is minus 0.4. Your axis is here. So this one is equal to 0 only for x is equal to minus 0.4. Yes. It's greater than 0 for all, the set of all real numbers. Yes. Greater than or equal to 0 for all real numbers of x, yes. Equal to 0 has 2 roots, no. Equal to 0 has no roots, no. It has only one. Less than or equal to 0 for x is equal to minus 0.4. It is equal to 0 for x is equal to minus 0.4. So this is correct because the equal is correct. Greater than 0 for all real numbers of x except minus 4. Minus, here he should add except minus 0.4. If he add this, then it will be correct. If he didn't add this, then it is wrong. Why? Because it is not greater than 0 for this value. It is equal to 0 for this value, so this is wrong. Again, if he added except x is equal to minus 0.4, then it will be correct because it is greater than 0 for all the values of x except this one, because at this one it is equal to 0. So this make it wrong because he didn't put this. Part B, this is greater than 0 for the values here. He wrote it here correct. The set of all real numbers excluding minus 0.4, because at minus 0.4 it is equal to 0. Question 10, I'll get b squared, so 12 squared minus 4 times a is 36 times c is 1. this is equal to 0. So your equation is touching the x-axis at one point. Let me get the root. The root is minus b, so 12 over 2a. 2 times 36, which is 1 over 6, which is 0.167, or I will put it as 1 over 6. This is greater than 0 for the set of all real numbers excluding 1 over 6, yes. Greater than 0 for all near numbers, no. He need to exclude 1 over 6, or he need to put here equal. Equal to 0 for x is 1 over 6, yes. Greater than or equal to 0 for all real numbers, correct. Greater than 0, no, there is no condition except the 1 over 6. Less than or equal to 0 for no real number of x, no. Why? It is equal to 0 for x is equal to 1 over 6. So here this is wrong, because when this is equal to 0, at x is equal to 1 over 6. But if he removed here the equal, so this is less than 0 for no real numbers of x, it will be correct. But because he put the equal and you have a value at 0, so this is wrong. Part B, this will take to the other side, so 36x squared minus 12x minus 1 less than or equal to 0 only at x is equal to 1 over 6, because it is never less than 0, but it is equal to 0 at 1 over 6. So this one is the only solution. Last question, he already gave you the roots. So you know that you have a root at x is equal to 4, and you have a root at minus 2 over 3. A is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, so A is positive. So your curve is like this. This is minus 2 over 3, and this is 4. So let me get, it is greater than 0 for all the values of x, less than minus 2 over 3, and greater than 4, correct. It is less than 0 here, from this to this. For all real numbers, no. Greater than 0 for x between this, no. It is less than 0. Less than 0 for x between the minus 2 over 3 and 4, yes. Less than 0 for all real numbers, no. It is equal to 0 for x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 2 over 3, correct.